Okay, here we go. It's chapter 6, and the only thing we have to do in this particular chapter is a boss fight. I wonder who it could be against. Although I should probably note that this is quite cool, obviously. Raiden riding a motorcycle. Although his particularly steady position looks a bit weird, if I'm honest.
I'm almost there.
Like he's too steady on that thing. Considering I'm assuming he's going at a reasonable speed. Or not. He clearly wasn't in that much of a hurry to reach Solus. And look who it is. Hello, Sammy boy.
Right. Having a little heart-to-heart?
I have analyzed his words and actions. I am unable to ascertain his motivation.
Fancy meeting you here. You knew I'd come.
Exactly.
I suppose I should thank you for not killing everyone at the launch site.
Probably would be a good idea to do that.
Well, not if you say it like that. For a hired killer, you're not very good at your job. The war is the big payoff. Right. Big raises all around once World Marshal gets all those contracts. I'm not talking about money, Jack. I'm talking ideals. Excuse me? Forget it. We've both heard enough speeches about higher causes by now. History will decide who's right. End of story.
And so, as we head onto the battlefield,
Who thinks I'm right?
it's
And I've got
pretty much
cause
time to
enough
fight
kill
now.
you. What? Oh, good. Why, that's very good. Yes, I like that.
Must you really fight?
Unfortunately, Blade Wolf, yes, we must. We need to complete our Revengeance. And that includes killing Sam. As cool as the guy is and all.
This is between us. And it ends here. Okay. Let's dance!
And here we go, the boss fight with Sam. Music for this fight is the only thing I know for real, and it's pretty damn cool. Lyrics as well. Basically it's all about Sam having forgotten the reason why he fights. But he can't stop himself because it's the only way that he really knows how. The fight itself is quite short. It's just a sword-on-sword fight. And really, Sam doesn't do a whole lot. As long as you make sure to kind of parry him a lot, you can generally just attack. And you can also knock away his sword, although he can in turn knock away your sword. So just watch out. Now, seeing as we've not really got that much time, I should probably go into a little bit about Sam himself. So Sam was first revealed in the 2011 Spike Video Game Awards trailer when Metal Gear Rising became Metal Gear Rising. And although his appearance is very similar, it's different because his costume is very different. And also when Raiden's armor was, I think, blacker than it is right now. He was also kind of... his name was leaked in a casting call. Kind of sucks, but it's what you're going to get. He was also one of the first Metal Gear Rising characters designed by Kenichiro Yoshimura, who apparently actually planned on leaving Platinum Games early in the development process of the game after it was handed over to them. But 3 days before he was scheduled to leave, he by chance stumbled on what some of the concept artists were working on, and when asking if they needed any suggestions, and he was enraged that they weren't taking the Metal Gear concept seriously in development process, and demanded to the art director that Platinum Games cannot place this in a Metal Gear game, so he decided to stay on half a year beyond schedule until he was certain that it looked to standards of Metal Gear. So apparently certain elements of what Platinum were doing in terms of the art wasn't Metal Gear enough. And that doesn't surprise me in the slightest, really. The Metal Gear universes and Platinum's universes don't really mesh particularly well. But either way, something that's quite cool about Sam is that his serial number, which I think pretty much all of the cyborgs have, is exactly the same serial number as Mistral's. Also his sword, the Murasama, is basically just a portmanteau of Muramasa and Murasame, I believe. So yeah, as you can see, we're pretty much already at the end of the fight. It's kind of depressing how short this fight is, and the fact that they felt the need to dedicate an entire chapter to this. It's like, come on guys, you can do more. Last fight was Jean in Bayonetta. Enough said, really. Although saying that was the third fight we'd had with Jean, and this is only the... well, this is the second fight we've had with Sam. As he gets to lower health, he does get a little bit more aggressive. But still, not as bad as he could be. And also, I believe you can juggle him if you move well enough. And basically, once he's below 10%, you're going to want him to do that move, and then it's a quick time event until the end. And Sam's the second boss to not be killed by Blade Mode, and who you also can't rip to shreds. Because that would be mean, because he's an honourable fighter. Mostly. Unfortunately, yes.
He barely had any cyborg enhancements.
Was this outcome necessary? Evidence inconclusive.
Pretty much.
Even AIs don't know everything.
It is likely no single correct answer exists. Additionally, human conflict stems from opposing ideals and societal norms. I was not programmed with these guidelines.
You're better off figuring those out for yourself. ID locked.
A VT7 high-frequency blade. The efficacy of the enhancement directly correlates to the quality of the original weapon. My file indicates Sam inherited the sword from his father.
Going to bury it?
I will retain it in memory of Sam.
have less than 1 hour. Hurry! Roger that.
Yeah, kind of, right, you do need to get a move on. You did kind of waste a lot of time there, but, it wasn't as long as it could have been. I mean, like, seriously. 4 minutes and 21 seconds for that boss fight. That was all that we had for this chapter. That was it. It's kind of around this point in the game where it feels like, guys, stop rushing, please. I love you lots, but it just feels like you're rushing to a conclusion here. So, we've covered all of the chapters, apart from the final one. The only guy that's left for us to defeat is the head of this organisation. So, yes. Let's head on in to the final chapter of the game and save the world from war. Let's do this.